Hi. Okay, I haven't done a video blog in a while. It's been a lot of originally I was going to be planning to go to Greece earlier this month, but unfortunately there were all these travel restrictions, so we had to cancel that trip. And just a few days ago my grandmother died, so right now we're gonna go see her a viewing over at the funeral home. And yeah, we'll see what we do when we get there. I'm just going thinking about life in general and what's going on, and thanks Richard. Thinking about one of my first memories of my grandmother was when she accompanied me. I think it's the first memory I have of her, is when she accompanied me on a trip to go back to the Philippines on a plane. That was in the days when you dressed up to go on the plane, and that wasn't my first plane trip, but the first one was probably when we moved from the Philippines to Guam. But I was still an infant back then, so I didn't really remember any of that. But I do remember a little bit of going back to the Philippines for a year to live with my relatives there, including my grandmother, my lolo, my lolo is the grandfather, and my lola, who we're going to go see right now. And yeah, so that was back then. That's my first memory. You remember Lola? What was your first memory of Lola?
Oh, when Cheetah and Nita wanted to meet me.
Yeah.
I was always brought up to, when you're a guest in someone's home, you don't demand anything. You politely refuse anything that's offered once, and it's out of respect and not being a demanding guest. And so I'm meeting Cheetah, Nita, and Lola for the very first time, and I'm being offered a soda pop, and I politely refused until Lola just put it in my hand, and I just, okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. And that's basically the first time I met her, and she was nice. That's all I can think of, is that she was very nice.
Yeah, whenever someone dies, I just think about life in general, what it means to live here and such. And I don't know, sometimes I think maybe it's like we're taking part in some kind of game, and and everyone is like playing their roles, and then they sign off for a little bit, and that's when they die, and then they come back. That's one way of looking at it. I know it's all speculative. There's nothing really anyone really knows about what's the real thing. But one thing I like to think about is that the way we perceive time isn't really the way it is. That every moment actually exists at the same time, and it's just an illusion that we're moving through it, but everything is actually happening at the same time at one point. And we're kind of, as humans, we're kind of trapped in this illusion that it's only going one way, and maybe when we die we get jerked out of that, and we actually see how things are. And it's not something that we can describe right now because of how our brains are limited in what we can do. But again, that's just speculation. That's just something I like to think about. Do you have any ideas about what you think?
I know I think we are the sum of our experiences, and perception of time changes as you get older. When you're a child, you think you have eternity, and then by the time you reach or I should say, as you're getting older, that time gets shorter and shorter. Where I know as I'm experiencing it, it seems like something that happened a day ago happened a week ago, or so forth. So I have a feeling by the time I get to be an old man, that things will just happen so fast that it's like,
Yeah.
what happened?
When you get older, it seems like it moves faster.
Even though it's
Yeah.
moving at the same pace,
It's just your perception.
it's the perception. Yeah, it's the perception that all of a sudden things just happen so fast.
And right now things are really happening, you know, and we were kind of joking about how Lola maybe just wanted to check out before things got really bad with what's going right now with the virus and the riots and stuff, you know, the unrest that's going on in the country. But who knows, we'll just see what happens. Yes, it's an interesting moment in time that we're living through. Remember the curse? May you live in interesting times. Okay, it's a nice warm day today. Kind of cloudy. Okay, this is the Ross Hollywood Chapel. This is the same funeral home that my mom was at when she died. So we're gonna go inside and see her.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my uncle, Uncle
when
Joe. Just asking him what if he has a memory of Lola, or maybe his first memory.
I got hurt when I was a small kid and got an infection, and she has to carry me all the way to the doctor. You know, I was already probably more than 10 years old, so it's kind of heavy, but she has to carry me by hand going to the doctor, and that was a long walk.
Do you have a memory? This is my other uncles, my uncle and my aunt. Just asking people if they have a memory of Lola, or your first memory of Lola.
First memory?
First memory of Lola.
Oh, the first memory?
Memory,
Lola?
or if you just have a good memory that you
Oh,
can
good memory of the time?
that you can recall.
Oh.
I don't remember.
There's just so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much
Well, yeah,
everything.
it's just something that happens
Yeah.
suddenly. So, but yeah, for me, because it's just my very first memory. I was telling was
Yeah.
when she accompanied me on the plane from Guam.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so I can move back with you guys for 1 year, live there. That was my first memory of Lola. You know, I that wasn't my first plane ride, but because my first plane ride I was still a baby, so I don't remember that. You know, coming from with my parents. Yeah, coming with my parents over to Guam, so I don't remember that, but I do remember that plane ride. That was my first plane ride that I remember, and I was with Lola.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I got a lot.
You got too many.
Too many.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe you can ask.
Yeah, I'm just asking people. So.
Yeah.
So you can arrive everything. Everything you want.
Okay, this is my cousin Christopher. So, what is do you have a memory of Lola that you can recall? Either just a first memory or a good memory?
Yeah, where she escorted me on my first wedding.
Your first wedding? Oh yeah, your
Yeah,
wedding.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. You still have pictures of that.
Yeah.
You're showing that.
Yeah,
So that's a good memory, huh? Not your first memory, but a good memory.
a good memory. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, this is my. No, you can keep it on. This is my cousin-in-law. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so.
Carrie. Yeah.
So let's see. The first time I met her, I asked her how old she was, and she would tell me every time, "I'm 100," or "I don't
Yeah.
remember,"
You
and
saying
then
that.
she would follow up and go eat," and that was, I think, pretty much the extent of most of our conversations is go eat, and
Yeah.
that she was always 100. So she almost made it there. So
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, really close.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
Have you thought of it?
No, I was listening to her.
Hi, this is my cousin Nilda. So, do you have a good memory or first memory of our Lola?
I think it's a good and kind of a first memory.
Okay.
So my memory was when I was a little girl. Lola made me this pink blanket.
Uh-huh.
It was pink, black, and white. I always sleep with it. It always reminded me of her. And I've always had it growing up until I had Skylar. Then my dad tossed it away because he said it was too big for her to put on. I was like, but Lola made it for me.
Okay.
So you just ask her to make you another one.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
was basically it. That blanket is my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just good because that's what we have, you know, we just have to remember people because that's what they leave us, so.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, this is my nephew Marcus. So Marcus, do you have a good memory or your first memory of Lola?
I have a good memory. When she was at the hospital one time, I think she had something with her lung. I think she gave me one of her cups of orange juice so I could drink it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, that's a good memory. Okay.
And here?
It doesn't matter. This is my sister-in-law. This is Marcus's mom. This is Tammy. So, do you have a good memory or first memory of Lola?
I just have like a good memory of her always being so healthy,
Mm-hmm.
and she was really quiet,
Yeah.
so I didn't talk with her a lot. I just remember her enjoying playing cards,
Yeah, I remember that
and
too.
yeah, and just asking
It's
her
out
like,
there.
how are you so healthy? And she just kind of shrugged and didn't say much. She doesn't she didn't have any health conditions. She said
Yeah.
she didn't she slept really well, she ate really well, and I think she didn't worry about anything. She
Right.
didn't stress about
I
anything.
kind of, it's in the way, the manner that she died also. It's not, you know, it wasn't very painful. It just kind of happened. It's a way I would go if I had a choice. It's not really. I
Yeah.
don't know, yeah, you know, unlike, you know, what happened to my mom. I don't know, my mom and some of the other people that died in my life didn't really have a good time doing it. But yeah, with her, it wasn't too bad, I guess. Guess that's a blessing, I guess you could say. Okay, thank you. Okay, Chris has another memory he wants to share. This is his first memory, as opposed to a good memory. But I don't know, is it a good memory also?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
When I was little, and she was watching me, my brother, just watch. She always likes to watch Price is Right and Days of Our Lives, and always plays his favorite solitaire game. That's my first memory.
The cards, yeah. Yeah, she always was playing the solitaire with the cards.
I think as of this day, she still has the same deck of cards that she plays.
Did she put it? They put it in the. Should have put it in the.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my first memory.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is my Aunt Cheetah. And do you have a good memory or a first memory of Lola?
I don't have the first memory, but I got a good one when I was going to the States from Guam. And she told me, if you need anything, just call me. So that's a very good one. So I am so glad that in case I don't make up or I cannot find a job, I can always go back to her.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. That's all.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you have another memory?
Yes.
Okay.
After my sister died, just few months, and then she said, "Got a surprise for you." And then she showed me the, what you call this? I mean, the paper that it say she paid out our house. It's all paid. So yes, that's another good one.
That's a good memory.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah. Okay, this is my nephew Skylar, my cousin's nephew Skylar. Oh my God. Yeah, and do you have a first memory or a good memory of our Lola?
A memory I have is with Nina is that she always asks, she always says that, who is this man or
This kid.
Who is
who
this
is this
kid?
kid?
She always forgot.
She always forgot
She
or
always
forgets who you are.
Although I like live in the house like every day.
Yeah.
I used to forget.
Yeah. Okay, this is our friend, family friend, Darlene, right? Darlene. Okay. Do you have a good memory or a first
Yes,
memory?
my good memory of Lola. Every time I come over, she's always smiling, and she always tells me she's 120 years old.
Yeah, she always said that. She always said she was 100.
I know,
Yeah.
she's awesome. So we miss her already.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
And Ron, did you have one? A good memory or a first memory?
Well, the first memory was back on Guam,
Yeah.
long time ago.
Right.
But then the last memory was she didn't remember me.
Okay.
2016.
Yeah. Because you look different, you know, from probably when you were a
Older.
little kid. Yeah. Okay, these are my cousins. This is Daniel and
His wife, Sarah.
Sarah. Okay. And do you guys have a good memory or a first memory of Lola?
Good memory. Every day we always ask for cocoa and buttered toast. She always made it for us. Oh, that too.
Oh, okay.
I always spent a lot of time with her.
Yeah, yeah.
Lived together for years.
Did you have any?
Yes.
First memory or a good memory?
A good memory is when she told my daughter, our daughter, her
Yeah,
great
named
granddaughter,
after her,
named
yeah.
after her. She told
Right.
Juliana, she said, "You stole my name." And then she and she told Juliana, "You live to be 100 years old like me."
Oh, maybe she will live.
I know, that's what I tell her.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay, this is my brother Arnell, and I'm gonna ask him. Yeah.
Do I need to take my
good memory? No, you can put it on. It doesn't matter, whatever. Good memory or a first memory of Lola?
My favorite memory of Lola is my favorite Lola memory is me coming home from kindergarten. So around noon, I would come home and I would go straight to the refrigerator and drink straight from the jug. And she would tell me not to do that. And then she'd lay out a plate of rice and cut up hard-boiled eggs for me, and then I would eat it up. Every day she would do that for me after I got home from the bus from kindergarten. So that's my favorite memory. She always did that for me. Oh wow! When I got home. So okay.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay, this is my brother-in-law Paul. So, do you have a first memory or a good memory?
I have lots of memories of Lola, but I'm going to share with you my favorite memory of Lola is when Bong Bong got very, very sick. He had sort of like a brain aneurysm. They didn't really know what he had, and they were taking him from Kaiser Sunnyside to OHSU, and it was a big celebration. It was probably like a Filipino July 4th thing, and so they all said to me, "You go and represent us," and I'm like, "No, because Lola will think something's up." And they said no. So Bung Bung's in the hospital, Richard's with them, and so is Arnell. So go by yourself. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. But they said go, 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 because Lola will worry. So I get there, and as soon as I get there, Lola's coming out the stairs, and she's looking suspicious. And the very first thing she said to me is, "Where's Arnell?" I knew I couldn't say anything, because when I first got there, the family says, "Don't say anything to Lola, because she'll have a heart attack and die. And it'll all be on you, so don't tell Lola." So I'm like, "Oh, Arnell, he's taking a nap. It's kind of a Mendoza thing." "Mendozas don't take naps. That's the Mandilag side of the family." So anyway, go around, eat all the barbecue, and then I'm packing stuff for Arnell to go. And as I'm getting ready to go, Lola stares right at me, and again, she says, "Where's Arnel?" And it's really hard to lie to a 97-year-old. And I said, "Oh, he's walking the dog, and I'm gonna bring him a plate." And she gave me this look like, "Gringo, lie." So anyway, that was the only time I ever lied to Lola, and Lola knew I was lying, but I did it to protect her so she wouldn't die then. So I saved her life then.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you did. You should have been there then.
So thank you.
All right.
All right.
And in Jesus Christ, His only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit, born of Virgin Mary, suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and was buried. He descended into hell. The third day He rose again from the dead. He ascended into heaven, and sitteth at the right hand of God the Father Almighty. From there He shall come to judge the living and the dead. We believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of the saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and life everlasting. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For the gift of faith, hope, and charity. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at our death. Hail.
Hey, this is my cousin Romar. So, do you have a good memory or a first memory of Lola?
Yeah, my first memory of Lola was when she was babysitting me. She introduced me to eating mangoes and rice together.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good memory.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is my uncle. He has a memory, but he doesn't want to tell. So his daughter Nilda will tell us what the story is from Lola. Can you go ahead and tell us?
Okay, so one of the stories that my dad would always tell me was that when he was younger, he would always climb up to the very top of the tree, and then Lola would always come out.
I scared Lola.
Yeah, he would scare Lola, and then he'll shake the tree when he's on top, and then she'll come out.
And then, and then I asked money so I can come down. So he said, "No, I don't have money. The more I shake the tree," so he said, "Okay, come down, I'll give you the money." Then I go down. It happens not only twice, but many times. That's the way I make money from him.
Okay.
They said you need a forbearing. Okay.
When I got to meet all you wonderful people several years ago, Lola is a person who really has meant a lot to me. And I think all of us will take those fond memories of Lola with us. I saw some pictures of Lola yesterday at the ceremony because I never got to see Lola when she was younger in the Philippines, in Guam, even here in Portland when Lola was still alive.
When are they gonna put the headstone?
Two more months.
Huh?
2 more months. Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Trespasses as we forgive those trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Glory be to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. Eternal rest grant to her, O Lord. From the gates of hell, may she rest in peace. Amen. O Lord, hear our prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay, so it's a rainy day today, and we're just having a gathering to celebrate Lola's life and my Aunt Chita's birthday. So this is the house where they live. This was my Lola's room. So what are you gonna do with this room?
It's gonna be vacant.
Just
After
vacant?
that,
You're gonna take
we're gonna
this, get rid of it
get
then?
rid of that bed. That
Oh, it's just gonna be like
donated.
a
Yeah,
alright,
it's just
room.
like a
Extra room.
extra room with no bed.
Okay.
I don't know when the other kids are coming, but oh wait, shoot.
So,
Never know now. Dang it.
little altar or
I guess we can actually do it.
Almighty Creator of heaven and earth, in Jesus Christ, His only Son, our Lord, was conceived by the Holy Spirit, born of Virgin Mary, suffered the Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and was buried. He descended into hell, the third day rose again from the dead. He ascended into heaven and seated at the right hand of God the Father, the Almighty. From there he shall come to judge the living and the dead. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and life everlasting. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
I have them. They're in the freezer. We don't have like
fryer.
Got your tomato sauce here now. Egg. Diyan ko nilagay. Pinakain ng squirrel.
It's more to say something.
Okay, so I think this is saying Bon Voyage to Lola, and hope everything goes well for her wherever she is right now. I kind of have another metaphor about life that I think about sometimes. Sometimes I think we're like on some kind of metro or transit system, and we're getting on and off at different times, seeing where people go. Sometimes you come up to them and they'll ride with you for a while, and then you get off, and later on maybe you'll meet them at the on the same train. Just another way to think about it. So yeah, hopefully I'll be posting some more videos when this pandemic thing clears up, and I'll be able to travel again. Not sure when that's going to be, but hopefully that'll be soon. Okay, so until later, good luck everyone, stay healthy, and we'll be back again soon, hopefully.